Hi guys, Cheesy Moose here, and today we are going to be playing the brand new Grand Prix in the Booster Course Pass. We got 2 new cups, the Turnip Cup, which includes New York Minute, Mario Circuit 3, Calamari Desert, and of course Luigis Pinball. And then we have the Propeller Cup, which will have Sydney Sprint, Snowland, Mushroom Gorge, and Sky High Sundae. Now let's get right into these. I'm going to be telling you guys about the courses and my thoughts on them as we play through them. And yeah, I'm a little mixed on some of these city tracks for Tour. Like, they're good, but the problem is I already feel like we have 4 of them, and I'm already feeling like we kind of have a lot of them. And there's going to be at least 2 for all the other waves. And then that means we're going to have a grand total of 12 of them, I think, yeah, which is a lot of city courses. Alright, so I do like how they made New York kind of look like New Donk City. I think it was kind of clever, but in a bit I think they're kind of I'm kind of also sad about that, because now I feel like because they're going to be making new courses as we've seen with Sky High Sundae. Oh, Rosalina's a menace. That there can be new courses. I feel like that completely takes away New Donk City from any Odyssey courses, but I'm sure they'll make more Odyssey courses. I'm going to have a separate video talking about what I think the new courses will be. I'm absolutely getting owned right now. I'm in second, which is actually not bad, but okay. Come on, concentrate. I only know where one shortcut is here. I think it's actually right here, is it? No, it is not. And I just, that was so dumb of me. I'm sorry, guys, that I'm not being an absolute pro gamer here. So you can go both sides, actually, as you saw some turned in, but really I took the better side because you get the glider and then you get to go on the bus for the double blocks, not double mushrooms, sorry. And yeah, so far I like how it's pretty cool. I like all the different directions. Personally, the 3rd lap is my favorite. I'm just going to start using items. I don't really care about the shortcut. The shortcut's not even that great too. You kind of just cut off onto a small path. It was right there. You cut off onto that path. I think Baby Mario just took it, and it's not that mind-blowing of a shortcut. Which is also, I find, is another problem with these city tracks, is there's no shortcuts. I do really like this segment, though, where we go through a parking garage and through a little theater. That's pretty cool. Alright. Close. Unfortunately, that's not going to cut it. I didn't get first. I just hit Inkling too late. But yeah, so far, the New York Minute, not a bad course, but not my favorite. Alright, this Mario Circuit 3 is probably the worst course out of the entire Wave 2, which it's still actually kind of fun to play, and they're all fun to play. Don't worry, they're all great courses. I mean, we didn't get any like Sky Garden, which was the epitome of, or the definition of garbage. You know, because Sky Garden was just short and terrible, and we didn't get any of that. We got this one, which was kind of like, no one really wanted it. We all kind of think a better course probably would have fit here, but then again, this course is still fun. It's just we've already seen it so much, and there's not a whole lot of new things they can add to it, which I think is the big problem. Oh gosh darn it, shock, I had a banana. I like having bananas. They're good protection. Alright. There we go, we got to get our coins up. Yeah, I really hope that they just stop adding circuits. I have a bad feeling that they're going to add a circuit every wave. Because we got Toad Circuit, and now we have Mario Circuit 3. And I understand they need to add this because there's not a whole lot of interesting courses in like the classic first Mario game. Which I understand, but are you kidding me? That is the worst timing of all, and it's on footage too. my horn literally got stolen, and then the blue shell came a second later. That is the worst luck of all time. That's like, if anyone's a true Mario Kart fan, you felt pain with me there. That was nasty. That was kind of the definition of getting Mario Karted. I wouldn't say it was not a hardcore get Mario Karted because I'm still in first place, but it definitely goes by the definition of get Mario Karted. Yeah, so I'm really hoping that they stop putting the circuit tracks in. It's okay, but definitely the worst out of the new tracks, which is okay. I do like how it gives the silver cars a nice gold tint to it, though. It's kind of cool, but besides that, it's the worst. Not a whole lot going for it. But yeah, it's not bad. Pretty solid still, but again, less circuit tracks, please, Nintendo. Alright, Calamari Desert. Now here is a very interesting and unique track. I don't exactly know where I rate it in here. I'm not 100% sure. It's definitely on it's definitely in the top 4, I would say. It's okay. Well, that was a bad start by me, but who knows? Maybe this will be helpful for us because I've just been struggling so far. But I would really say that this course is just interesting. That's really the only way to describe it. It's good. It's fun. I find these desert bits a little bit boring, just the main desert bit, but things kind of liven up, I guess you could say, in the second lap. Yeah, the second lap really makes it interesting. You'll see why in a minute, but besides this is a solid track, you know, unique, and I think it's pretty much perfectly shows you that if Nintendo wants to, they can really fix some of their old tracks from old games that didn't have a lot, like, really going for them. Now, I'm not trying to hate on old Calamari Desert, but I'm just saying they wouldn't really fit into this game. So for some reason, this ramp spawns in here. I don't really understand why they needed to make the ramp spawn in. If you ask me, it's a little weird and out of place, and if you do split screen and someone waits there, you can get some funky glitches. And then you have to avoid this train, who's a menace. But personally, I think they could have just put the arrows by the other way and made you stop. Yeah, and you basically go through the tunnel, and that counts as a lap of the track. So we're gonna go here. Okay, we're gonna try and okay, no, never mind. I couldn't clutch it up there. For some reason, we have a nasty gang with us, which is not ideal. But as you can see, you go around the train tracks, and that's one lap. It's a short lap, but it's chaotic and fun because it's skinny and there's a train there. And whoa, the amount of coins that I'm seeing. How am I getting so destroyed right now? Like, last time I did this, I was doing, oh my goodness. I just got absolutely beat up, Mario Karted at the end there. That was horrible. Anyway, moving on, I think it is a good course they added, and I really like the changes that they made to it from the original course. Moving on, Luigis Pinball. Possibly the best course. And by possibly, I mean it's always up to your own opinion. In my opinion, Luigis Pinball is the best, and you'll clearly see why. It's so well done, and, you know, it's so just out there and random and fun. And this is why I'm hoping that they add less circuit tracks, so there's more of a chance we'll get all these funky tracks from old games that are just really crazy and fun. Because this is what we would call a good fun track. Baby Mario has it out for me, man. You go through these epic curves into the pinball machine. Isabel, eat it. Yes, good. Alright. And you go down here, and then on here, I believe a pinball can come onto this part of the track and roll down with you. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure one can. And as you can see, the pinballs are going here. They're kind of crazy, and things are just really chaotic here. So you got to try and think of where you can avoid them. Baby Mario is still out for me. Like, what did I do to him? Okay, I have a fire flower. This is actually pretty good if I can get close to them. I do like this part though with the rainbow colors going through the pinball launcher. It's so cool. I kind of think they've made the NPCs harder on all these DLC tracks because I have been struggling. Like, seriously. Okay, that one was Rosalina. That was not Baby Mario. If that was Baby Mario, I would have had some words to say to him. Alright, let's see. Don't see a pinball with us right now. However, I'm like 90% sure one can come onto this part of the track and then come down here. These pinballs go flying. What you can do is you can go over here, actually, and you can go down the side of the pinball to kind of, I guess, protect yourself. Yeah, I'm not overly sure how helpful it is, but it's kind of a start. So, here we go on the third lap. Let's go. We were flying through the air, so the blooper could not affect us. That's honestly the best. And yeah, I'm just going to say they really did well with this course. And if they keep adding more like fan favorite courses, I think that it's going to do really good for the... Oh, this is not good. But I think it'll do really good and draw more people in. What I do think they need to do, though, is give us some more carts. Like, if they're doing, like, on every third wave. So, like, they'll only do it twice, but give us, like, some more cars, wheels, and gliders. Probably, maybe only, like, 2 cars. I don't know. You don't even need the wheels or anything. Just 2 new cars or 2 gliders or something like that. Or even one like, car set. So, like, a car, a wheel, and a glider. And then 3 characters, I think, for each on like the third set, and I think that would make a lot of people happy because we've been wanting a new Mario Kart game and they gave us the DLC, so I feel like that's probably a good way. But I don't think they'll do that, but that's just how they could improve the DLC, in my personal opinion. Now we have moved on to the Propeller Cup, where our first track is Sydney Sprint, another city tour track, which again, I like them. I like all the different routes, but the problem is, once we have 12 of them, I feel like they're not going to be as special anymore. And it's kind of unfortunate, but that's the way how I feel it's going to end up being. Because we already have 4 of them, and they're all kind of like, a little similar. To be fair, these 2, I think, are better than our first wave, but normally, again, I think they're going up in difficulty like they would in a Mario Kart game with the rows. So these ones should be medium difficulty, which they kind of are. And then the next ones in Wave 3 should be the most difficult city tracks that we can get. And then, again, once we get to Wave 4, we'll go down to easy ones like Paris Promenade and Tokyo Blur, which Tokyo Blur is definitely the worst city track. I'm just going to have to say that. I'm sorry, Tokyo Blur, but it's unfortunate that it's you to be the worst city track, but you are. Sydney Sprint, I'd say, is one of the best ones. It's bright out, it's really nice. I'm still not sure where New York Minute and Paris Promenade are. For me, they're kind of near the same spot, so I'm not really going to put one over the other. But Sydney Sprint is definitely the better one. It's just so fun, and going backwards on like this part where you see the ramps backwards first, I think is a super creative idea. And there's a blue shell. That's not great. All right, moving on. Yeah, and I really like how apparently most of the tour tracks or whatever have 3 variants, but Sydney Sprint only has 2 on tour currently, so apparently we are getting new content in this game before they get it on tour, which is really cool, I find. I don't play Mario Kart Tour because apparently it sucks, and I would understandably see that. Like, mobile Mario Kart doesn't seem like the greatest idea. And I'm kind of glad they're adding tour tracks, but then again, all these city ones I'm not so sure about. Ninja Hideaway, I'm kind of glad they are. And Merry Mountain has been leaked, so I'm glad we're getting that. But I feel like these city tracks are going to get very repetitive if they don't change that much. And I haven't played Tour, so I don't really know the big differences, but if they don't change that much, we might have a serious problem by, like, I'm going to say the end of Wave 3, where we might be, like, all out of city tracks that, you know, we're fine with. After, like, we have 6, we're going to be like, okay, we're kind of done. But then Nintendo's going to be like, wait, there's 6 more. And that could be kind of a problem, but it's probably going to happen anyway. But hopefully the new city tracks that they have to release can, you know, get a little more interesting, let's just say. Anyway, we're playing Snowland now. I kind of went on a rant there, so, and again, I got a bad start. But Snowland, I think it's really good. I never played the Game Boy Advance, and because my first Mario Kart game that I ever played was Wii, so I don't really know a whole lot of these classic courses to their original route. But we got Jimmy the Penguin showing up here, and it's always great when you see Jimmy the Penguin. So, you know, I'm glad we get to see Jimmy and all his friends, and the penguins are finally back. And you know, I'm kind of sad it took me to realize this, but I only realized this when they just added the penguins, and everyone's like, hey, they're adding the penguins into the course. And I'm like, wait a second, we didn't have penguins in the original game? Which kind of seems wrong, because even in, like, the, Sherbert, I don't know, is it Sherbert Mountain or Sherbert Lake? Whatever the ice track is, or the main ice track in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, whatever one it is, it didn't have any penguins, and I'm so glad that we get to see the penguins again. I just love the penguins, and I kind of like the levels of this, because on the Game Boy Advance, all the tracks used to be kind of flat because they couldn't add angles and stuff like that, so I really do think they added this, and it's quite fun and enjoyable. There's some shortcuts which are kind of easy to see and take, but you need mushrooms, unfortunately, and I don't have that because I'm so good and I'm always in first. And now that I said that, I'm absolutely going to not come first this race. But it doesn't matter. Oh, here comes the blue shell as we speak, actually. I kind of predicted my downfall. Oh dear, I've been shocked. Oh yes. Right as my invincibility frames ran out from the shock. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Well, at least I just realized that it also shocks Jimmy the Penguin, which is very sad, actually. Okay. Can we not just obliterate me on the 3rd lap? Can we? Like, guys, I don't like it when I dominate pretty much the entire game. Okay, well, I came 2nd. That's not that bad. But when I dominate the entire game, and then out of nowhere, at the very end stretch of the 3rd lap, they just go, haha, we're back. I don't know. It always happens on Snowland, too. Like, I've played Snowland quite a bit because I'm trying to get all the Grand Prix complete, and I noticed that on Snowland, I don't know, something ain't right in there. Mushroom Gorge, a classic, that's really all to say, a classic, and they kept it classic, you know? A lot of people were worried that they took out a bunch of the green mushrooms, but you'll see, no, what they did is they took the blue mushroom from, I believe, 7 it was, that they added and replaced one of the paths with, and they just added a straight-up 3rd path. So you have all the original game mode paths from the Wii, and, of course, the brand new glider path, which I take all the time, but for the purpose of the video, I'm going to take 3 different routes. So we're just going to take all mushrooms here. And we're just going to bounce along here and have a lot of fun. And, yeah, good times had by all, really. Okay, never mind. Get him! Yeah! That's what you get. No! Seriously. What is it with this squad trying to make me miserable? I'm not trying to make them angry. Why are they so... Okay, I don't even know how I managed to do that. We're gonna go and take the long way, just to kind of show you guys. There's boost panels here, so it's not that much of a disadvantage. And yeah, now let's go take the glider path. Personally, one of my favorite and pretty much the only route I take, because I like the glider. It kind of gets you set up, and if you have a mushroom, you can try and hop the gorge. I've tried it. I haven't successfully done it yet, but I have seen videos, and you can do it on 150cc and 200cc. Any speed lower than that, I don't think you're able to do it, which is sad, but that's just how it works, unfortunately. Alright, we're going for the third lap. We're going to go the third path. I'm probably not the fastest way, but at this point, the goon squad's definitely going to catch up to me, because they have always... Oh, there's a great shock, making sure I have no protection. Alright, we're going to go on these green mushrooms. You can actually trick off the green mushrooms now, which is really nice. Okay. Odd bounce. That's true. That's the annoying part of Mushroom Gorge. It's still there. You get the odd bounce, and then you absolutely just get kind of done goofed for it. But Wendy tried to beat me there, and I just showed her who's boss. So, Wendy, please go away. Alright. And I believe now we are on the final track, which is the brand new track, Sky High Sunday, which, it's okay. It's not great. I'm really glad they're adding new tracks. And I mean, we think it's new tracks, but they're all supposed to be like new tour tracks that aren't city tracks. I believe that's what it's supposed to be. And this one just happens to be releasing before it's released in tour, which, okay, fine. And it's just okay for new tracks. I mean, I love the idea of us always getting these new tracks, though. Even if they're from tour, they're like new and they're not the city tracks, which is pretty much a new track in my mind anyway. So it's good. The problem is it's just kind of a generic oval on these treats, so it's nothing really special. However, it does give us the potential for absolute masterpieces like Ninja Hideaway. Because Ninja Hideaway, I guess, even though it was already released in tour, it would go under the new tracks category for some reason. It does. And, you know, this one's kind of a generic oval where you do a bunch of tricks, and it's, as I said, it's okay. Really all this one, I think, does is give us hope that we can get some better new tracks. Because Sky High Sunday, it's like probably sadly the second worst track. Like, it comes 7th best, or not worst, no, it's the 7th best out of all 8 new tracks. The 7th best. Because it just is so generic and ovally, and it kind of feels similar to Sweet Sweet Kingdom, or Sweet Sweet Canyon, I think it is, not Kingdom. You guys know what I meant. But, you know, I really enjoy it. I enjoy all the courses, obviously. They're all fun. I do find it really interesting how you spin on these railings, like they're the anti-gravity spinny things. I find it interesting how the railings act like that. And I think it's kind of interesting and unique, and I'm glad they put it in. Because, I didn't really think about it until I hit the railing, and then I did that, and I was like, oh. I'm like, well, I guess this makes more sense than it being a railing that everyone smacks into. And, yeah, it's pretty cool if you ask me, that they are kind of adding new secret things. It's not really a super secret, because you're eventually going to probably find out the first time you play this course, but, you know, it's always good to see them adding new concepts in. So yeah, that was my thoughts on the Wave 2 of DLC of the Mario Kart Booster Course Pass, and it's pretty good, pretty solid. Again, not all the tracks are the best, but then again, we got some really good classic courses like Mushroom Gorge, we got Luigis Pinball, which is just amazing, Snowland's really good, and of course the 2 tour city tracks, which are always interesting, and this new track, which, you know, probably won't go anywhere besides this game, if I'm being honest, but it's a new track, so yeah. Make sure to like and subscribe, especially if you're new to the channel. And yeah, I'm Cheesy Moose, and I will see you next time.